All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, the one and only YouTube platform where they give a back-to-back update on how things they be, or how things they share for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast too. Okay, my people, I see the hot well, and so we're gonna give them straight to now back to back at any point in time. And the latest one we will give on right now, we say yes, with the latest order that the PMBLGIE Simon Epa and Joko has given, it is clear, crystal clear that the disintegration of the so-called terrorist country Nigeria is coming to an end, and it is going to take place soon. As I'm talking to you now, the PM made a statement and he said, our message to those who are planning to invest in the present Nigeria, he said, we are not against your investment too, but we guarantee you that we will sink your investment simultaneously as we sink Nigeria. The choice is yours. My people, say anything where they invest in you, they always expect profit from them. Why you go come invest, put investment for something we go soon sink. My people, now just say advice when they try advice to now make they understand. Say this particular country don't go, and that any other thing where you think say if they do at the moment. Where if they do other things, my people, now your own wahala be that, because you don't talk with you won't talk. If you like, do what you want. If you like, do any other thing you feel like doing. The main thing is that if you do not understand what is going on at the moment, if you do not understand the message that is being passed, that means you'll be solely deceiving yourself, and you would not understand the main aim of everything. Because at this particular point, we have reached the extent of coming to understand that the situation of things that we've reached right now is that this particular country will not be enough for all of us. And that is the truth of the matter. We cannot be in this country together. We go kill ourselves. The only solution is to divide one Nigeria, and for us to go on our own and stay on our own. We know how far these people have done, what the kind of things they've been able to do. And if you're being very sincere, would come to understand that these things are not things you joke around with. They are not things you play around with. They have done things that are not even worth thinking about or looking at all. And at the same time, we need to come to that decision of doing the right thing for ourselves. The most important thing we ourselves need to understand is that, you see, this situation that we have found ourselves at the moment is a very, 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 very high situation, and that we are not going to stop. No matter the situation these people try to bring up at any point in time, we will keep on fighting for our rights. We'll keep on fighting for our freedom. We'll keep on fighting for everything we've ever wanted. And then until we get it, we know they ever rest. We are not resting. We are not sleeping. We are not doing anything. We must get what we need and what we came for. Because Okariala, it is enough. Enough is enough. We are not going to sit and watch these people always molest and talk about us anyhow and oppress us, use our resources on top of all these things they are doing. They will still use our resources and misbehave, and each time we just look at it and we overlook it. My people, they work like that again. We are not overlooking anything again. Anything these people do, are waiting they go collect too, and that is the truth of the matter. That is what we have sworn to do. And so at this particular point, the most important thing is that we come to that realization, is that we come to that extent of saying, yes, you see, this particular thing, we know the move. This particular country and everything, we are making sure that we get to that extent where we want to be. And until we get there, we are not sleeping, we are not resting, we are not backsliding at any point in time. The only reasonable thing, the only thing that we know that we will do is to keep going further. And we will not stop until we get there. That is one thing I am sure of. The rest of the things that these people are putting against us, the rest of the things that they've decided to wake up and fight and shout and say they would put against us, it's fine. We are not against it. We are not going to say they are not there. But then, we are going to go hard on everything we've ever wanted, and we are going to make sure we get it. We are not going to stop. We are not going to hold on. We are not going to backslide on anything. We are going to get it at the end. And with us doing the expected, he's against this, he's against that he's against this, that he's causing unrest in Southeast, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like, people, I just want you to know that it's not possible. None of it is even close to being possible, because he is working tirelessly. The amount of people they send against him, the amount of people that have wanted his arrest, even the time when they succeeded one way or another, they said there was a rumor that he was arrested and then he was released, and everything that comes up, it all ends up to be a lie. It all ends up to be false. It all ends up not happening because this man is protected by the Finland government, and the Finland government is in support of everything he's doing. And I would like to tell you that even the Finland government would know they would not support anybody that would be causing unrest in another state, and they will not even let him stay in their country if they found out that, or if they know that this particular man, this is what he's doing. But they know the fight, they know the roots of every single thing, and so because of that, they are supporting him. This particular movement is not a movement that anyone can just wake up and do and go to a foreign state and stay. If you are that kind of person that you are doing that side of thing, be rest assured that the country would investigate you before allowing you to stay there, especially in a country like Finland. If a Finland country would investigate you to be sure that nothing of such is going on, or you're not causing any of such, that whatever you're doing is actually up to your right and is what you can rightfully do, which I am sure that they have done properly on him, and they have verified that this particular person is doing nothing, just like the Mazinam Kanu was doing absolutely nothing wrong but fighting for the movement. But of course, this particular thing is what they would use to sway people in Nigeria. They would use to sway Igbo people in Nigeria, make them think that he's the worst enemy of all, and say so many rubbish against him. I would even come up and say that since he's outside the country, he should come back. Mazinam Kanu, the few times he came back to Nigeria, the very first time he came back, they arrested him. That was the first thing they did. And you expect him or anybody fighting for their freedom to come back to Nigeria? It's not possible. If we have a history of letting people that are fighting for their nation be in the country and be safe and every other thing without getting arrested, then the possibility of them coming back or staying or being protected in their state is there. But then anytime that this set of people find themselves or get themselves in the country, they are arrested. Do you expect the PM, Simon Ekpa, not to learn from the previous things that had happened and decide to be in a state that would really, really protect him from anything that is going on? Of course, he has found that state, and that state or that country is Finland, and that is why he's with the Finnish government. And as well, it has ended up that the main president or the person in charge at this point has ended up to be a very close friend of his, close to his best friend. And they are all working towards everything that would make sure that the Biafra movement is something that actually works out at the end, and not just something that people would hear about and not know what is happening. But my people, what I am here to remind you of is that this movement is as real as anything should be. The movement that is being made by the PMBRGIE is one of the biggest and one of the most valued by the true Biafrans that know that the fight is real, and that if we stop fighting, the day we stop fighting is the day we start ending whatever it is we want for ourselves. And so this is what is expected of Biafrans, not to avoid, not to ignore, not to lay down or to forget whatever it is. You are expected to do the needful. Stand steadfast, be ready at any point in time, because you do not know what's next and what is going to happen next. And so you are expected to be strong, and do the needful. Every single thing. I don't believe there's anything you're passing through now that people in the past that fought for this particular freedom have not passed through, that did not pass through. There are those that went through the main civil war, and there was a war, a real war. And it so happened that at the end, since we are still in one Nigeria, you would call it the fact that we lost. But of course, we are going at it again, and we are going to win. we are hoping that the best would happen in our coming off and doing the needful things that we need to do. And so, my people, it is one of the important things that we need to do with anything that concerns Biafra movement. And so that is what it is. So yes, my people, this is what we'll come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.